should you buy these inexpensive 7Artisan lenses over the Lumix primes? So I just wanted to make this video really quickly for anyone who was on the fence on whether or not they should start picking up these cheaper 7Artisan primes or just go with the tried and true Lumix f1.8 primes. So I've owned the 24mm f1.8 and 50mm f1.8 from Lumix. I have recently sold them, but recently I was sent the 24 and 35mm from 7Artisans. So this video is obviously not sponsored, and all of these thoughts and opinions are my own. So these 7Artisan lenses are cool because they are anywhere from $400 to $570 cheaper than most of the Lumix primes, depending on which one you get. The only Lumix prime that I say is actually a pretty good deal is like the 50mm. That one brand new is only like $200 or $300, and in the used market it's even cheaper. But everything else, if you're looking for prime lenses, these 7Artisans are going to be a lot cheaper. So let's talk about build quality first. So I do have the 100mm Lumix prime here, and to be honest, I like Lumix, but I definitely think that the 7Artisan lenses feel better in the hand. Lumix kind of feels a little plasticky, whereas the 7Artisans feel like they're made out of mostly metal. Not only that, but they have a clickless aperture ring, which the Lumixes don't have, and there's a function button on them. Again, the Lumixes don't have that. It's of course got a metal bayonet mount, a USB-C port for updating the firmware, and just overall, these lenses feel really, really solid. So now let's move on to image quality. I think that when it comes to image quality, it can be a little bit subjective, and a lot of people value different things. And unfortunately, I don't have my 24 and 50mm from Lumix to do any like side-by-side tests with. But one thing that I did notice when I had my Lumix primes was just how insanely sharp they were. So sharp that I was often dealing with trying to fight moire patterns. And because the Lumix cameras that I shoot with don't have OLP filters, that means that you're highly more likely to experience moire with these sharp lenses and sharp sensors. So I would say with my own shooting and very anecdotal evidence, these 7Artisan lenses are just slightly softer than the Lumix primes. But again, I don't really have much evidence to back that up. I just know that when I was shooting with those Lumix primes, they were insanely sharp. But I would say when it comes to image quality, if you're a photographer, definitely go with the Lumix primes if you want the sharpest image, and you get other benefits like there's, focus breathing compensation and stuff like that. But if you do get the Lumix primes, I would say maybe consider investing in a softening filter if you are going to be doing a lot of video, because I think moire is just going to be more prominent the sharper the lens you have. But if you're mostly a video shooter and you're just trying to save some cash, I think that these 7Artisan lenses are a great way to go. So now let's talk real quickly about autofocus performance. So I would definitely say that the Lumix primes have snappier autofocus, but that's pretty much to be expected. But with that being said, I've had no problems with these 7Artisan primes. I've been able to record talking head pieces like this, and they've always kept me in focus. So I don't really mess with my autofocus settings too much. I keep them in a pretty neutral spot, but I'm sure tweaking them a little bit, you can get some better performance out of these 7Artisan lenses. But again, I haven't changed anything with my autofocus settings from what I normally use. And again, these 7Artisan lenses work perfectly fine. I'm shooting on the 35mm right now. So what's my conclusion on these 7Artisan lenses? So like I said on my main channel video, I'm not gonna pretend that these 7Artisan lenses are gonna surpass the Lumix primes. However, I will say that if maybe you're just upgrading from the kit lens, like the 20 to 60 or something like that, and you're looking to invest in some faster prime lenses for your L-mount camera, these little 7Artisan lenses are really, really good. If I had to pick just one, I would probably pick this 35mm. That's been my favorite. But if I was gonna do a set, I would actually probably skip the 35 and I would get the 24, the 50, and the 85. I think that's a pretty good trio of lenses. But if you're only gonna get one, I would say get the 35. If you do want to pick one of these lenses up, I'm going to have some affiliate links in the description of this video. Buying from those really helps me out and it doesn't cost you anything. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to this second channel. I don't really say that enough, but please subscribe if you haven't already. Vai com Deus, and I'll see you next time. Bye.